All right, I made it. Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. First one of the season, and yeah, it took a little minute to kind of get used to it, figure out what we're doing, and then I was right by the carousel, and it was loud. So, welcome to the Vancouver Christmas Market with Girl on the Bus Adventures. I'm Coach Chitty, purveyor of magical moments, and this is the very first Christmas tour of the season. There's going to be several more to come, so stay tuned. And I am going to have to remember how to flip this around, so bear with me. This one might be a little bit rough today. They have changed the settings again on things. How are y'all doing? I know tomorrow is American Thanksgiving, which is kind of the official Christmas kickoff, at least for our American friends, and honestly, kind of here in Canada too. So I hope everybody's not starting out the season stressed. Wanted to bring you this little tour to kind of show you what it's like down here, and we'll get everything started. Now, this is the Vancouver Christmas Market. It's our big one. It started out as just a small gathering all the way down at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre on the Plaza 15 years ago. So we've been doing this for 15 years here. And we are ready to get going. So I'm going to remember how to turn the camera around with any luck. And we shall flip the view and, oh, maybe not. Here we go. Here's my setting that I need. So facing back, let's do this one. So which one? Here we go. We are back, and for some reason this is not working in this view. Awesome. I was not expecting this to happen. Let me see if I can flip this around real quick. Wow, this really is a rough start today. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I am just, I forgot to check which way, if my camera was upside down or the right side up. So my apologies, this is a rough one. It's going to be better from here on in because now we're organized. So if you're just tuning in, my apologies if you had a bit of scrambling. But really, maybe I should have just done a trial tour. But when you've been doing this for 4 years, you think you have it all, and then you find out you don't know it all at all. So with that, we're going to start walking. You can see the carousel is right behind. Now, often I've done this tour in the evening, so we're going to start walking, and which means it's dark, and of course everything has a brighter glow. But the downside to that is that it's dark, and all you can see is the lights and the goods in the booths. So today we're getting a live lighted view of not only the Christmas market, but you see some of the city of Vancouver. We are downtown in Jack Pool Plaza, one of our legacies from the 2010 Olympics. And this is basically the financial district right in here behind us. And look at this fabulous little carousel going on today. I love it when people just walk right in front of me and they see that I have a camera. It's awesome. Really. There we go. All right. Now, right over there is the Pan Pacific, or no, not the Pan Pacific. Sorry, the Fairmont Pacific Rim Hotel. So there's going to be, they said there's over one. So there is over 110 booths this year, vendors at the market. You know, I love my lights. Here's my Christmas lights right up here. So if you're wondering where Jack Pool Plaza is, it's actually where the torch is and our pixelated whale, all things that came in with the 2010 Olympics. And on a day that wasn't so cloudy, we would have a view right across to the North Shore Mountains. But they are covered in clouds, and hopefully that means they're also covered in a little bit of snow, perhaps. Although today it is much warmer than it has been. So here we go, giant toy soldier. Coast Mountain Essentials. We've got a couple of stars here. Now up top here in behind, if you can see, there's like a little hut up there. And that is often where they have people singing and playing live. And I believe that's where the DJ or the music spinner happens as well. Now it's fashioned after, I was going to say an actual Christmas market like they have in Europe. And so they do have, what is it, glue wine? The mulled wine and hot apple cider. And of course, all kinds of good food. Now, I was reading up, and I always information, and it'll say things like the first Christmas market was in 1434, but the first Christmas market in like Vienna was in 1298. So I don't know if it was because I was looking at the Vancouver Christmas market, which is fashioned after a German Christmas market, that they're saying that it's like the first one is in 1434, when indeed it was in something like 1298. But you know, that's the beauty of AI. You can't always trust it. The beautiful color of these scarves here. Alpaca rifle. I love alpacas. Do. Oh, cute little fabric stockings back here. I like that. Oh, French linen. I also came down during the day because I was hoping it would be a little less busy. And I feel like I wasn't quite so right on that one. Gotta watch where I'm going here. Look at all these cute hats. I like these. I see a turquoise one here. Let's see what that is. It's like a Monsters Inc. monster. He's actually really cute. Maybe that's what I should have for my winter tours. I like the cow one right here. It's pretty funny. There's an ugly sweater shack back here. I don't see any ugly sweaters there. That's weird. So, what do we all have for plans for the Christmas holidays? How do we celebrate? What do we do? Do we like to wrap our own presents? Do we like to pay somebody to wrap our presents for us? Do we go to lots of parties? Do we stay home with cozy blankets and soup and hot chocolate and watch Hallmark movies? You know I do. I was so tempted yesterday. I was looking at Hallmark, um, not sweaters, hoodies and things. Those ones that say like, I'm busy watching my Christmas movies or watching Hallmark Christmas movies or something like that. And was almost tempted to get one that I thought was really cute, but I don't know, maybe not. We've got, I think this is a lot of the alcohol type stuff. We've got the Tofino Distillery right here. I think I was trying some stuff from them last year, probably after the tour. And the state winery. The craft cocktails, and I just realized my screen is showing backwards. So we're going to have to translate backwards. We have the cider samples over here. Let's see what kind of view you can see from up here. Also unsweetened is no sugar, it's just all right. Here we go. Probably seen lots of pictures of the Port of Vancouver from summer pictures when I'm down at the port and things. This is what it looks like in winter down here. Very pretty, isn't it? I do live in a very pretty city. Oh, hey, I've never seen this part of, oh, that must be, this is actually good to see. I've never seen it in the daylight. This is the backside of Convention Center West right here. So our newest one, the one that was built in time for the 2010 Olympics. Looks like they have a walkway here. And this is where it goes down to where the Hula ferry is to take the ferry over to Nanaimo. And looks like there's a big boat sitting out in the harbor at the moment as well. I don't know what that's all about. But apparently it's been sitting there for a little while. My dad likes to keep track of which boats are in the harbor. And he's like, oh, are you working this week? Because there's a cruise ship in the harbor. And I'm like, I don't think that's a regular cruise ship at this time of year, Dad. All right, let's take a look over this way. Oh, you can actually almost see Grouse Mountain today. Wild. We're going to sneak over here. Here we go. That's the seaplanes. You can take a seaplane ride with Harbor Air over to Victoria, the islands. Just going to do a quick little show around here before we head back into the market. We've got Lionsgate Bridge in the very, very background there, all lit up nicely. Like the Guinness family, it was so nice to put lights up here on the bridge. And we'll come along here and see where we end up on this side. It feels like it's not as busy up here. See if we can make a shortcut through to the other side. Oh yeah, maybe that's an exit or entrance. Here we are. Oh, isn't this cute in here? Oh, you can do your own star here. That's so cute. Very lovely. Little food court area. pictures of Santa, I think, over there. So just while we're wandering around and looking at all the pretty lights, next Thursday, so December 4th, I am headed out to Merry and Bright, one of my favorite things to do. It's the Hallmark movie set out in Aldergrove. And so they actually film actual Hallmark movies there. And they decorate it for Christmas for the month of December. And you can go and hang out, and there's all kinds of fun things. Now, I've tried to do tours there in the past. However, it's like out in the middle of nowhere. And so I don't get very good coverage, so I can't really do tours out there. But I'll do maybe a quick little live, because the coverage is very spotty. So it's hard to actually know where I have coverage without suddenly losing my coverage. So I don't do tours, but I'll do lots of pictures. They have fake snow that comes down. There's food trucks, and the actual it's just really super fun. I'm excited to go out there with a friend of mine from Big Bus West Coast Sightseeing. We're going to go hang out together. But before I go there, I'm actually going to be doing a tour in Fort Langley, which is also a spot in Metro Vancouver where they do a lot of Christmas movie, Hallmark movie, Lifetime movie filming. And I'm going to do one of my coffee shop and history walk tours for Christmas in the beautiful little town of Fort Langley before we head out to Merry and Bright. Here we are back into the regular part of the market. And so that's going to be a fun little venture. I haven't been out to Fort Langley for a couple of years, so I'm excited. And I've also never gone out to Fort Langley when it's been Christmas time. Here we are, Taste the Wild. I think I bought something from here last year, 2 years ago. Truffle Hut. Very fun. So, let's see. I think this is my third time to come to the Vancouver Christmas market. And I always look for my niece, the one who works for the Vancouver Symphony. She often works, I think there's like a hot chocolate hut or something that she usually works in. But I've never run into her yet down here. Golden Meadows Honey Farm, very cool. Another toy soldier over here. All done up with lights. Melt and Munch candles. Oh, curious to see what that is all about. Thank you. Yes, this is a very beautiful city. It's one of those tours where I have to be very vigilant because people aren't really noticing that I have a camera with me and tend to just kind of walk in front. I remember one of the first years that they ever had the market, back when it was down at the Queen Elizabeth Plaza. I was in class at BCIT, so this probably was the first or second year. Maple Rush, Whiskey Barrel Aged Maple Syrup. I think this is where I bought from before. So Whiskey Barrel Aged Maple Syrup. Very cool. I know I brought home some, I always usually buy some artisan thing to take home. Now, back to the story. So I'm back at BCIT, and we're in the middle of class. It's on an evening, and all of a sudden we hear this big bang, like an explosion. And we're all like, what is going on? What the heck is that? I'm going to try one of these. Thank you. Here we go. We have a teeny tiny little cookie to try. And we found out later the explosion was the generator for the new Christmas market had exploded or something, because of course it exploded, and then all we heard was like a whole bunch of sirens and stuff after that. Pardon me while I crunch my cookie. This explosion and be stuck in class but have no idea what was going on. But we knew it didn't quite seem close enough for us to have to be worried about. But it was kind of wild. Because you just don't know. Oh, this is so pretty up here. Sometimes it's fun to just come through and look at all the packaging. They do a lot of free tasting at this market. There's so many cute kids. Oh, you know, I have an obsession with hearts. So there we go. I've spotted a heart. And that is actually the Olympic torch. Right in behind, that is the famous Olympic torch from the Vancouver 2010 Olympic and Paralympic Games here in Vancouver. Look at how pretty this walkway is. So for those of you who might be watching from Vancouver, this year I'm trying to do something new. I'm trying to kick off my in-person tours. So Girl on the Bus Adventures is going live, people. You can actually come in and have a tour with me. Now, if this date doesn't work for you, there will be, well, honestly, you could get in touch with me and ask for booking me for a private tour if you want. And this tour is going to be a very Vancouver Christmas. And we're going to be it's going to be a personalized tour going through what is my favorite, the Gingerbread Lane at the Vancouver Hyatt Hotel. And then we'll take a walk down over to Canada Place, which is only about maybe 4 or 5 blocks away. And we'll go through Christmas at Canada Place, which is the old Woodward's windows, so kind of like the equivalent of Macy's Christmas windows. Now, the nice thing is you'll hear a little bit of the history of the Woodward's windows, as well as the history of gingerbread lane at the Hyatt. I'll talk about some of my favorite gingerbread houses from years gone by, but every year it's different because every year they have different participants doing different things. I do get excited though because there is this one gentleman, a grandpa, who does a Christmas gingerbread house with all of his grandchildren, and I think last year the youngest grandchild was like 2 or 3 or something, and it's honestly just so cute. And there's like 4 different categories, like amateur, professional, culinary school type, and then whomever. And there has been some really, really spectacular displays one that just reminded me of like a toss between or a combination of the wedding house in New Orleans and a wedding cake. Just wild. Absolutely cool. That carousel is so cute. I love the pink and the white. So, oh, I got some New Yorker magazine covers here. So I've got that coming up, an in-person tour. I'm going to be doing a lot of postings starting tomorrow on information of all my tours coming up. And again, you'll be able to reach out if you'd like me to take you on a personal tour of Gingerbread Lane, Canada Place, Christmas at Canada Place. Other than that, there will be, like I said, we're going to do Fort Langley and probably Lafarge Lake with the lights. I did one last year. It was absolutely magnificent, but I know to go at dark this time. And what else am I planning to do? Yeah, those are the ones for sure. Oh, North Vancouver started doing a Christmas market last year, and it's free. This one I actually had to pay to come into. I got the early bird special, and I think it cost me $7. Now, through my company, Big Bus West Coast Sightseeing, I could have gotten a deal through them as well. And through my tourism pass, there was a coupon offer, but the best one was the one that I got as an early bird. So I kind of just had to take a wild guess when I would be available to come and walk you guys around. I guessed right. Now it's getting a little darker. And we're just having a lot of fun here. The setup is a little bit different from last year. And there definitely is more vendors. These are the ones I'm used to over here, I think. And yeah, so I'm just kind of basically working over the next 24 hours to book all my tours. Now I'm planning to book things, but I'm also, just a little life update on me. I just got my security guard license, or I'm just finishing off getting it. I received my certificate. Now I have to send in all my information to get the actual license. And so I'll be looking for a job after that. There we go. That's it. And so I'm trying to plan things around the schedule I already have so I don't end up having to change things around too much. I like to be known as being steady and reliable. Aren't these cute? I used to have a set of these Russian Matryoshka dolls. So I'm just trying to plan a bunch of tours. I'm doing a little staycation on Monday and Tuesday next week. It's going to be super fun. I have a free night at the Hampton Inn at YBR. So I'm planning a little girly kind of night and planning, girl dinner snacks, and going to do some work and watch some Hallmark movies and just basically chill. Thanks to an award that I got, or a certificate from Big Bus West Coast Sightseeing. So I'm really excited. I don't usually do staycations, but it's just such a cute, great idea. And hey, it's free, so a little gingerbread man. I'm obsessed with gingerbread. Handmade with love. That is a lot of work. Oh my gosh. I love these little cacti. If I didn't have a tiny little pink tree that was already full of decorations, I would probably get something like that, honestly. All right, keeping an eye on my time here. As I said, this was going to be a short one, and I don't want to just kind of be doing things to fill up space, but I did want to kind of have a little fun wandering around and update you guys on what's going on in my world, show you the cute little market while I was coming down here. And, it's kind of little bit like a practice run. So again, I apologize for any rough technology starts. Um, but y'all know I can laugh at myself. So if you were laughing at me, it's okay. You were in good company because I was laughing too. So we're going to do the Christmas market at Lonsdale Quay, or basically actually the shipyards, which will be cool because I'll be able to get to show you the shipyards in winter. And trying to think off the top of my head, I don't know. Depending on my time and what happens, we may go into Steveson. Oh, look at that. It's a gingerbread house. Look at the heart. You're not surprised that I'm like freaking out over a gingerbread house. You all know me. Now, when I do my summer tours, the twilight tours in Stanley Park, we end up down here at the end of the night, back to Canada Place. And I'm always telling everyone to go to the Cactus Club Cafe right here. And honestly, like, it's a Vancouver thing. And I love Cactus Club. It's so great. And yeah, so that's the area where we are, Cactus Club. Although honestly, I just like going during happy hour because their happy hour menu is so good and it's cheap. And the tourists are always like, "Oh, where should we go when we get off here to go for something to eat?" And I'm always like, "Oh, go to like Rogue or Cactus Club for like happy hour." And they're like, "Oh, we don't want to drink." I'm like, "Oh no, this is Vancouver. Like, Vancouverites actually go to happy hour for the food, not for for the food more than the drinks probably." And then they have a little laugh. Yes, people, you can see the camera. I know you can. So this is basically the entrance and exit of it all. I'm going to walk around and see if I can show you the carousel. If these people would just pay attention to where they're walking and going, that would be lovely. Huh. So, yeah. I can't believe it's the end of November. I will do a little teaser that Girl on a Bus Adventures has some pretty cool stuff coming up in the new year and things that are totally unexpected. So definitely follow along. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we are on Facebook. We have our own little group. That is where most of my community hangs out. You can always, please do subscribe here. To my YouTube channel, then you'll know when videos, when new tours are coming up, because I do all my tours through StreamYard on YouTube, and that's the best place to catch me. And with FIFA coming up in June, I'm also going to be doing a lot of information about Vancouver for soccer fans, much like what I did with the Swifties for last December. Can you believe it's almost been a year since the Eras tour ended? That's the other tour. A week Friday, I'm doing a tour celebrating the 1 year anniversary of the end of the Eras tour. So I'm going to talk about some of the amazing stories and things I got to do and see, and what it was like to be at BC Place for the Eras, for those of you who weren't there, or for those of you who were and want to reminisce. Just lots of really cool, fun things coming up for Girl on the Bus Adventures. Now, I will let you know, my tours are free. They are tip supported, okay? And I do my tips through the platform, buymeacoffee.com. Yeah, I think it's /Girl on a Bus Adventures is how you find us. And you can support me for as little as $3. That's how much I priced a cup of coffee. You can buy multiple cups of coffee. And I will let you know that I am taking a stand-up comedy course in the new year, and it is quite an expensive course. It's $500, and I'm hoping to make some tip money this Christmas season. Part of it will be donated to Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is usually I donate there because of that's her Gingerbread Lane supports, and then anything else I make is going to go towards my stand-up comedy class. So if you feel so inclined, maybe a few tours in of the Christmas season, you think you'd like to help me out a little bit, it would truly be appreciated. I'm really excited to be doing a stand-up comedy course. One of the things I'm taking it for is really just to practice different kinds of public speaking, really, and working on some of my storytelling skills now that I've been doing this for about 10 years, 4 years for tours, but almost 10 years as a destination guide. So, yeah. When you see trying to get a decent, sorry, I hope I'm not making you sick, but I'm trying to have like a decent view. Ah, there we go. That shows the colors a little better. Usually I go on the carousels. I've never gone on this one. Oh yeah, did I mention I'm going to Victoria on the 7th and 8th? Because I also have tickets to go to Blue Chart Gardens for the Christmas display. So I may do a tour from there. I'll take a look at my timing and see how it works out. Probably I'll do a tour. But I am going to be doing some really cool stuff while I'm there. There's a Lego exhibit. It's a fundraiser for a rainbow lunch program or something. So there's going to be a lot going on for Girl on a Bus and Adventures over the Christmas season. I'm going to be able to show you lots of really cool places and things to do in Vancouver, in Metro Vancouver, and over on the island. So again, it's been a pleasure to host you today. I am going to say goodbye for today. Let me just get in here, and I'll let you see my beautiful face. There you go. What was I on before for facing front? Maybe this one? We'll see. There we go. Oh, that was not so pretty for a second there. Sorry. Anyways, here we go. So I just want to say thank you for joining in today. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/girl on a bus. Just girl on a bus, no adventures. They wouldn't have that many characters. So girl on a bus. You can support me for as little as $3. And again, everything is free, but tips supported. And partial proceeds will be going to Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is one of my favorite charities. So with that, welcome and thanks for joining in on our first tour of the 2025 holiday season. And I look forward to seeing you on all of my next adventures. I'm going to be posting them through Instagram, our Facebook page, my personal page, everywhere. There's going to be lots of opportunity to see what's going on. But the best thing is to subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get your friends to subscribe if you think they'd like my tours, or even if it's just And with that, I'm going to say goodbye for today. It's been amazing being back out here and showing you my fabulous city or parts of it. And as always, have an amazing 2025 Christmas season. See you on the next tour and adventure. And now I have to figure out how to leave. I'm going just in a minute here. Let's try this. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a rough one. I have to do a practice run. See y'all later. Thanks for being patient. Love you all.